Well, hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching, please like, share, and subscribe. You're back on your favorite YouTube channel, and this is Heart of War 3 versus 3 battle, and this is a tutorial battle. This video is specifically for tutorial about base deployment, how to attack and organize your attack with teammates. For new players who are new to 3 versus 3 or 2 versus 2 or even battle type, it is quite hard to figure out what to do during deployment time. And deployment time, you are not supposed to waste any single second. Now take a look at the deployment of this 3 base. We are completely random allies, but you can see the similarities between base deployment, 3 barracks or 2 for the purple guy because he's going for ships. That's for fleet. So the boost pattern also matters a lot, and as you can see, the 3 barrack is very essential. In fact, 100% of players you will meet, they always use 3 barracks because it is the maximum amount of barrack you can use to get your maximum achievement. Alright, and into the scouting mode, and first I use one of my assets to go forward ahead just to distract any incoming rifleman that is coming for these resources, while my remaining assets will stay here and hold the position to collect the container. But this is just a little distraction, and yes, you can use this strategy a lot in case you are having 5 assets and the enemy is having 5 riflemen. You can use one, send it just ahead so that those riflemen will be slowed down trying to kill that assault, while your remaining 4 assault will take that single container. That's for that actually. And alright, first of all, you should use three supply center for headquarter level 1. As you can see, we're already in headquarter level 2 very fast. Everybody should be fast on headquarter level 2. That's not going to be a problem, and immediately you reach headquarter level 2, your next step should be supply center 5. As you can see, the green guy is already having 5 supply, and I'm also having 5 supplies. You can see two supply center is under construction, and yes, 5. Now at this point, your supply is really balanced. Now the next thing you should be going for is either Hero Factory, or you are going for headquarter level 3 instantly. Well, it's up to you to decide, but if you are having a lot of resources or your resource income is very high, I suggest you should upgrade your headquarter and supply center so that your resource income per battle type or per minute will be very high. So you can go for headquarter level 3 and also have a 5 supply center at the same time you are also producing other units. Now the green guy here is having Typhoon for in case of early warps, and also some armors and assault. Now at this point, I may not need a Typhoon because my green player is already having a Typhoon, so I go for headquarter level 3 and hero level 1. Now this is going to balance my gameplay and my gameplay of my teammate. Now you can see that the spot where the big antenna will be coming out is already displaying in the map here, close to the sea, and one of them is at the sea. So my green player, that's my ally, is very determined to take this container. So you will have to work hand in hand with your teammates. The green player is not actually fighting for the container, he's just supporting me to take the container, while he sent another hero to this place to support the purple guy right here. Now the green player of the resistance is already having a lot of alligators to counter anything that want to take the first big container. Well, this is an impression that is going for full navy attack. Well, we don't know yet, but there's quite a lot of navy for the first 5 minutes of the battle. Alright, we're having two Sibarius here to collect this large container, and well, they are fighting against two alligator and some vehicles. The alligator itself is very powerful, so level 1 hero of any type cannot fight two of them or even three or more. Adding some vehicles, well, it's of course going to be a loss, but for the deployment, if you are having 5 resource center at headquarter level 2, you are good to go for headquarter level 3. That is how your deployment of resources should be scattered or should be raffled. So that is for that. And yes, now from the 5 minutes of the battle, we are going for rebalanced gameplay. The green player is going for headquarter level 4. I use my resources to go for hero factory level 2 instead. Then the next resources that I'm having will be for headquarter level 4. At this point, we already start producing Zeus, that's level 3 vehicle, and the supply center should be at 8 right now. The green player 8, the purple player is having 6 supply center. Of course, because he's building platform and producing Vikings, he's not able to build 8 for now, but yes, 8 or 7 supply center is very okay for any battle type. Also, to scout your enemy frequently, don't hold back, don't hesitate. So at this point, this Seraphim right here is not going for scout, it's going for re-attack. The Seraphim, you know, is a very good army, a one-man soldier actually, and yes, it's quite dangerous, especially at early battle. It's very dangerous, and you can see it's causing a lot of damage to this to the resistance guys here. And yes, it can take down a whole base if you are not careful, and it's already causing a lot of damage already, so no doubt about it. Alright, for me, I go for Sion. The Sion is a supportive hero, but quite dangerous. Remember, if you're having the Sion, the enemy it always tend to run away from it during the early stage of the battle, also because they will be having their reserve unit is their whole unit. I don't know if you understand that. The whole of their unit at the early stage of the battle is also their reserve unit, so they don't have reserve units to back up themselves, so they will always run from the Sion, because if they don't run from it, the Sion will capture them and instantly they will become nothing. They'll become my unit actually. So adding 2 heroes at the same time, level 2 heroes to attack a single base is a quite deadly combination, and it turns out that this my random ally is really doing well, just as if we know each other before. That's quite good, very good. Alright, just as I said before, all the units are running away from the fight, and here comes dragonflies. Yes, the dragonflies are we already saw from the start of the battle that the yellow player is going for full aviation. We don't know which one yet, but we all know that it's going for aviation. And yes, one thing you should know is that the Sion has a lot of ammo and HP, but yet it is always the target for every battle type. The Sion is always a target. So if you're having Solaris and Sion attacking a base, enemy tends to attack the Sion first for the reason of fear. Yeah, the Sion is feared. As you can see, the red player is having 4 Jaguars at the early stage of the battle, so he will not want the Sion to capture any of them, so he will try to kill the Sion first, even if you're having Solaris. And you can see this, the Seraphim here is having a full CP, the full HP, and the Sion is having just less than 25% HP, because the enemy tries to kill it first. They hate the Sion more than they fear the Seraphim. Yeah. Now we destroyed the level 3 vehicle a special vehicle factory. We don't want to see Chameleon at the 9th minute, so that's a very good combination of me and my ally green player. we actually cause a lot of damage even with little effort. Now my purple guy player here is urging me to use Seon to attack, but turns out that the active ability has not been activated yet, so they killed it even without any stress at all. Alright, here comes Leviathan. Leviathan. You know, one big thing about the Leviathan is that it's a one-man army where it can defend its own base because it's an air unit, aviation unit. So for that reason, you are most likely not able to kill it with Zeus alone. You will need a lot of anti-air to counter it. So at this point, we are retreating because of a lot of dragonflies and, of course, the presence of the Leviathan. We don't want to see any loss of our units just because of carelessness. So we will try to build a lot of air defense and at the same time a lot of air anti-air units so we can counter every form of aviation stuff. Yeah, they are now trying to kill the energy shield, but turns out that anti-air is becoming more oppressive, so they don't want to lose their dragonfly. They will try to retreat now, because the more they stay in the base, the more they will lose their troops really fast. As you can see, the dragonflies are evaporating really fast because our anti-air is really becoming strong and even stronger. Alright, now is the time to camp. This time we camp and wait for our anti-air to be strong enough so that we can charge the second wave of attack. Alright, turns out there's a salamander and a seraphim, full CP seraphim, full HP actually, and boom, just one shot. That's a hell of a shot. Just one shot and the seraphim is down. That's a lot of damage, you know. Someone said the salamander is nicknamed the seraphim killer. Yeah, I think that's really true. I've already started producing my anti-air and these guys, they are already dominating the middle of the map. So I activated the air raid warning bolts and I know that he's on the high ground, so he may strike with his Leviathan nuke, so activated air raid warning bolts are my shield. But the Leviathan is retreating because of the presence of Vetus. Well, the resistance player in this battle have little air defense because we have not been playing aviation since the game started. Me and the green guy, my ally, is actually playing really cool. We are playing like we know each other before. We are playing like a wee team. Alright, here's something we should talk about. We should talk about the salamander. Even with the high damage, it cannot really be as good substitute compared to the seraphim. Yes, it can move underwater, but every single torpedo can hit it, and it's quite vulnerable. You can see the salamander versus Vikings. Vikings always win. Or salamander versus torpedo platform always win unless it's having low upgrade on the defense. Alright guys, as you can see, this is our second wave of attack on the red base and we're going to piss him off with torrent, and air defense is a lot present here, and shield and evils. So let's see what the guy is going to do. We have already damaged him a lot, caused a lot of damage, so we are not fearing at all because of any of his units, and the presence of Seon is making his units to retreat for the second time. Seon and Seraphim both in a single combination. Well, that's a really a lot of pain, Now, how to attack, you ask, is by making a perfect alliance with your allies. becoming a 3 versus 3 player does not actually make them become your true allies. You should communicate. Yeah, communicate with your allies. Communicate with them. Tell them when to attack. Tell them why to attack, and tell them what to attack. As you can see, me and even the purple guy, my teammate, is not here attacking with us, but he's actually giving us clue what to attack, where, and how. So this is actually how team work. The purple guy having Solaris right here to piss this guy off, and yes, me and the green player is pushing a lot forward, and yes, we are able to take down red because of good teamwork. Because of good teamwork alone, we are able to take down the red player. I'm the only one having shield and Zeus and Eos. The green guy is having Vetus and Zeus. Yeah, there's nothing here in this fog. This chameleon is just empty, just there to create a illusion, but there's nothing there. That's why there's nothing shooting from it. Now the green player of the resistance is now angry because we are killing the base from the left hand side or right hand, and yes, so he's trying to charge up to see if he can win, but it turns out that you already know the winner of this battle. Since the base is like this, you already know we are going to win this fight. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like any more of this battle, please tell me, and please share this battle with friends. Thanks you, and I love you all.